Light, welcome back to my channel. This is a video that you guys have been asking me to do for like years, and here I am finally doing it. Aren't I the best YouTuber? If you don't know what a broom closeted witch is, it's basically a witch that has not come out. They haven't told their friends and family that they are practicing witchcraft, or they have the belief systems of witchcraft. So they're in the closet, the broom closet, you know? It's actually a very clever name. There's honestly like a million reasons why you could be in the broom closet. I'm not gonna get into those because it's your business. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips on how to kind of hide your witchcraft, whether you're hiding it from people you live with or if you have people that like go through your stuff. I know there are probably some parents out there that do not approve of the tips that I'm going to give you, but I don't care. Everyone, no matter what your age, should be free to believe in whatever the heck they want. It doesn't matter what your family is, it doesn't matter what your friends are, it doesn't matter. Everyone has their own path. And if you're unfortunately in a situation where you can't express your path freely, you should still be able to practice. So I'm gonna help you out. That being said, let's get to the video. Okay, my very first tip to being a broom closeted witch is to be as inconspicuous as possible. That includes how you look. Witchcraft is very trendy right now. Stuff with like moons and suns and pentagrams on it, whatever it is. Like, I didn't grow up with very strict parents, but my parents are definitely not into this kind of stuff. And even to this day, my mom complains when I wear all black, even though that's literally all I own. But if you're really trying to hide it and be inconspicuous, I wouldn't give anyone like anything to even start being suspicious about. Because if they start to get suspicious, like, oh, she's wearing a lot of crystals and like pentagrams and things like that, they might be more likely to kind of like look into it and see why you're doing that. But yeah, if you're really having to hide, I would just dress as normy as possible. My second tip is to actually not have an altar at all. I have watched a ton of these videos and I've watched a ton of these videos kind of like researching to see what other people are saying about broom closeted witches and their tips, and everyone pretty much says to have like a little shoebox altar or one even in like a little Altoid tin. And if you can do that, perfect, that works. If you have somewhere to like hide something like that, that's perfect. But some people don't have that much privacy to where they can hide something like that. I would suggest just not having an altar, like not gathering all your things in one spot. You can still have all your supplies like candles and crystals and stuff, but I would like spread it out throughout your room so it looks more like decoration and not like an altar. That kind of goes into my third tip, which is have an explanation for everything. For example, if you're going to have a book of shadows or somewhere that you just like write spells in, first of all, I would have it just in a regular notebook, or even better, on your phone. If you have people going through your phone, you can also use Google Docs, so it's saved online. It doesn't have to actually be saved on your phone. But personally, I don't like having an online book of shadows. I need like a real notebook that I can like touch. So like I said, I would put it just in a regular notebook, like nothing fancy. And if anyone ends up finding it, you can just say like, oh, it's just like my poetry, or it's my dream journal, or it's my diary, like something private. Pretty much everything you have, try to have like an excuse ready for it, just in case someone finds it, just in case someone asks, have an excuse ready. Tip number 4, I think we're on 4, right? I don't know how to count. Tip number something. I'm gonna probably stop counting. This is my next tip. A huge part of witchcraft is obviously studying, but if you're not able to buy books or have books like around your room that pertain to witchcraft, I would honestly just skip the books and just get a PDF or watch videos like this. Next tip, and if you have watched my other videos, you know the dollar store is my best friend. I get the majority of my tools for like my rituals and spells from the dollar store. You can get incense at the 99-cent store. You can get tea light candles at the 99-cent store. They have pretty much every color candle. They have candle holders, and they have super cheap dried herbs. But for the sake of being secret and hush hush, I would get the little tiny tea light candles because they burn very quickly. A good excuse to have a bunch of tea light candles is if you have one of those like wax warmers, you know, you put like a tea light candle in, it like melts wax, you know what I'm talking about? Because that you could obviously just brush off as, I want my room to smell good. Or if you have like other candles, like you get these from Walmart and they have different scents and they're also different colors, and these don't look witchy at all. Like that's just a candle. If you want to get fancy though, you can get one of the bigger candles, like I said, from Walmart, or they even sell similar ones at the dollar store, and you can like dig out some of the wax, like just like scoop it out with something and like put herbs or crystals or even like pieces of paper with like spells or sigils on them, and then cover it back up with a wax so it's like hidden, and then whenever you burn it, it's like doing magic for you. My next tip, which I feel like I say in every single witchcraft video, but I promise I'm never gonna shut up about it, is meditation. If you're into witchcraft, you should already be meditating. This is like the easiest way to get close to your higher self and your gods and goddesses or whatever it is you believe in, is meditating. This is literally the most inconspicuous thing that you could do because all you have to do is sit there. Like if someone walks in on you, you can just snap out of it and be like, oh hey, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't talking to a pagan god. I'm not a witch. I'm a child of God. Next tip is to do a bath ritual. So I actually have a video on how to do an entire bath ritual. I'm not even in the closet about being a witch, but I do so many bath rituals. There's tons of privacy. It's really soothing. You get clean, and you can pretty much transform any spell or ritual to include running water. So it just makes sense. You could do something as simple as take an Epsom salt bath. You can get Epsom salt at the dollar store, or you can put herbs in the bath. You can get flowers that you pick. You could even do like a scented bubble bath, like lavender or rose or something, because those are still plants. No one's gonna suspect Epsom salt and bubble bath as like tools for witchcraft. And my final tip is sigil magic. I made a video a little while ago about sigil magic and I use it constantly now. They're so easy, they're so effective, and the great part is no one knows what the heck they mean. Something easy you can do is in the morning, like when you're getting ready, you can use like your makeup or your perfume or something to like draw on your sigil, like onto your skin. Perfume's really good because you're not gonna be able to see it, or let's say you're putting like on foundation or concealer, you can draw it on and then blend it into your face. So to summarize, I think the best course of action is to be inconspicuous as possible. So drop the aesthetic, spread out your altar items, and have an explanation for everything. The two biggest forms of magic that I think are going to be accessible to you is sigil magic and candle magic. I want to end this by saying I know it can be kind of difficult to have to hide your beliefs, especially something like witchcraft when it's such a huge part of who you are. I know that can be really hard to not have people around you that will support you, but I want to remind you that I'm here. There are millions of witches out in the world, probably more than you think. You are not in any way alone, and if anything, I'm here for you. We can talk about witchcraft. I will not disapprove of what you believe in. Like I said earlier, everyone has their own path. Even if we're both witches, our belief systems are still going to be different, and there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I hope this helped, guys. Remember, you're not alone. I'm here for you. I love you, and I will see you next video. Bye!